Okay guys, so first of all, it turned into a multi-day project. Go figure. Always happens to me. I'm not mad though, whatever. I'm still determined to get this project done. This is what I have so far. So I have the top. I showed you guys that I did the front and the back for it, stitched it. This is gonna be the top part. What I was working on last was the skirt, doing the gathers. So I'm just gonna do the gathers real quick on the skirt. And then of course I have the waistband, which I have it open. I only stitched, like top stitched the top part. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So there's the top, and then I left it open, and the whole reason for that being, see, is because when I put it, after I'm done doing my gathers, it's gonna go sort of like a bias covering. You do it like, let me see if I could show you guys. You cover it like that, and then if you sew it and then flip it over, and then you've got your covered waistband. Doesn't look like it right now, but it will once I have it all put together. Okay, it is, I don't know how many days I've been working on this, or not working on it because I've been doing other things, but today is the day after Thanksgiving. It is Black Friday. I did go out and get some stuff, and it was crazy. It was crazy. But anyways, here's the skirt gathered. The skirt part of the apron, the bottom part of the apron. So here it is. I've already got it gathered at the top. There's the gathers at the top, and then I also have the bottom hemmed, so you can see right there. So the only thing I have to do now is I've got to tie off my strings, and then I have to apply, where is it? Oh, it's over here. I got all my pieces over here. I've got to apply the tie part to the skirt and the waistband cover, and then attach the where is it? I'm missing all my pieces, but anyways, that's all I have to do next. And then sew on the rest of the pieces, and yeah, it's pretty much there. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip the camera around, and we'll go ahead and finish sewing the rest of it. Okay, so I made the hand drying towel part, I guess you would call it, of the apron. I basically just took a small square. I measured it out to what I wanted, which was 9 inches by 9 inches, just a little 9 by 9. I wanted to add ruffles, so I went ahead and cut some strips to do my gathers on, sewed all of those on. So this is what it looks like. They're all sewed on. Now what I'm going to do is I've got to attach it to the skirt and attach the waistband. Yeah, so I'm going to do that. And then I'm probably gonna have to make this into a 2-part video. So the first part's gonna be the sewing of the apron, and then the second part is going to be the cookie baking, which is gonna be the fun part with my daughter. But I'm trying not to film unnecessary things, just for the sake of trying to keep the video to a reasonable length. So if there's like pieces that are missing, just know it was just little minor things that weren't really that important to film. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and attach this to the skirt, and then I will bring it over to the sewing machine. Alright, so I'll be starting on this side. Get my threads out of the way. Straighten everything out. this pin. Make sure my whole thing's lining up. I don't want anything to be crooked. Yeah. Hope everybody's Thanksgiving was amazing. Hope everybody spent time with their families, their friends, loved ones. Okay, I'm at the end of it right here. Perfect. So let me take a look at it real quick and make sure. Okay, so I like the way it looks. It covered all the gathered parts that I wanted it to cover. Except for right here, you can kind of see a little bit some of the stitching from the gatherings, but it's just from here to like right there. It's not too bad, you know, it happens, but I'm not gonna fuss over it. I like the way it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and flip it over to sew it closed on this side now, and then you know what, I completely forgot to add this in. That's all right though. I can just do it towards the top. A little fold over. That'll be fine. But yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and we're gonna cover the waistband part and get it sewn. So I'm gonna pause the video and pin this just so, again, so like I said, I can try to avoid unnecessary details in the video and to keep the video at a reasonable amount of time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick, and then I will be back ready to sew the top half of the apron. this is where I kind of have to be careful, because if I'm not careful, I'm gonna end up bunching over the hand drying towel part, and it's gonna sew over that and the ruffles, and I don't want that. So I gotta kind of take it slow, check it, kind of guide it through. Hopefully I don't end up sewing over that. Then it just makes it look sloppy, but I don't know, we'll see. Myself again, like I usually do. Okay. Sure my fabric's staying in place, which I'm going to lift, because every now and then the presser foot tends to kind of separate the layers of fabric. I don't know, I know it's not going to be perfect, but whatever I can do to try to make it look as neat as possible. To the end. Sewing machine, cut off my tails, and check everything out. Cut off the tail on this side. Take a look at it. Came out very crooked, I will say. I've done better work, and this usually tends to bother me a lot. But the fact that this is kind of a last minute, spur of the moment, try to get back to sewing as much as I can after having a baby sort of project. That was like the longest title ever, but you know what I mean. I'm pleased enough with it. I don't need to obsess over every single teeny tiny little detail. I just kind of wanted to have some fun, so that's what this is mostly all about. Alright, so the bottom is pretty much done. I just have to attach the top, which will go, I know it's facing my way right now, but I'll go ahead and I'm going to pin it real quick, and that way hopefully I can kind of show it to the camera right side up for what it's going to look like. Once I have it sewn together. The other thing I didn't do that I completely forgot to do was so typically when you do straps like for a dress or something, typically what you do is you sew the straps in between the layer of the outside and the lining. So you do it on the inside, and then so that way it's covered in here, and I completely forgot to do that, but you know, whatever, it is what it is now. But anyways, let me see, I'm gonna go ahead and turn the camera around. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right, so this is kind of what it looks like. All right, sorry, my son was bugging for me to unlock, so I have like parental limits to limit how much time he has on his phone. I usually don't like him being on it past a certain time at night, and he was like in here bugging for me to unlock it since it's like a Friday. But okay, let me pick the phone up. There we go. Okay, let me show you guys what I have. It is, I haven't sewn the top part on or like the neck piece, but it's pretty much, I have to sew this part onto the skirt. The skirt's pretty much done. But anyways, I just gotta sew this on. Try to, and then here is the skirt part of the apron. Here's the little hand drying towel. But yeah, here's the back side. So pretty much that's it. I just have to sew this part on to the skirt, the bottom half. Let me sit down. And then sew on the little strap that's gonna go over like that. And then it's pretty much done. I was thinking about doing some ruffles somewhere on the top part, you know, like some ruffles going down this way or something, but honestly don't know anymore. Maybe the ruffles on this part are enough. The other thing too is I kind of just want to get this project over with, because I am definitely going to have to make this into a 2-part video. So I'm going to do part 1, which is the sewing of this, and then part 2 is going to be the baking the sugar cookies with my daughter, which I'm most excited about that part. And I know she's been waiting to. Every day she asks me, she's like, Mom, are we going to do the cookies yet? Mom, is it time? And I'm like, well, I've got to finish my apron first, because that's part of it. So yeah, that's pretty much where that's at. Let me go ahead and put this together then, and then we'll see where we go with it. Right. Bye. See you in like a few minutes. Okay. All right. So I did do more ruffles, which I'm going to show you guys here in a bit, but I'm sewing them onto the top part right now, and it actually worked out perfectly because it gave me something to apply the neck straps in between. So we're going to go ahead and sew those on right now. So I do have to take it kind of slow right here because, again, I don't want the ruffles to come out crooked. Pivot a little bit. It's also kind of hard to tell where the guide is for underneath. So I have to kind of like continuously check underneath the fabric to make sure I'm still sewing on top of the top part. Okay, we're going to take it off right here. And then start on the next piece. Hopefully it came out good. Okay, so now we're going to start going this way on this side. Oh shoot, my string came off of here. There we go. All right, I fixed it. tell you what, the line on the back does not look the prettiest. But, I don't know. I guess we'll see once it's all put together. Okay, and then let me snip my other. I think I got all of them. Move the camera over. Right. Take this pin out. So I definitely left like a lot. I overestimated, I guess, on the neck part. As you can see, like I left all this tail here. But that I'm going to be trimming. So, which I could actually probably do that now. But anyways, let me just take a look first. So what I'm planning on doing is I am going to iron these down. So that way it looks like that. This one could have been done a lot higher. Do you see what I mean? Let me see if I could show the camera. So you see how there's all this. I was trying to get it like as close as I could to the edge. And it left like a lot over, which I really don't like that. There's all this excess that it left. This like sort of, I don't know, lip, I guess. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Whereas on this side, it's like right on the edge, right on point. Do you see that? So, I don't know, I might go over it a little bit more, except for right here, I did the same thing. But if I go over it a little bit more, this is going to be uneven and it's going to show like that. So, I don't know. I mean, I could just seam rip it and take it off, but then it's kind of defeating the purpose of this project. I wanted it to be kind of a quick, fun project. Nothing too crazy, nothing that I start to obsess over. But that's like the crafting OCD in me, I guess. I guess we could call it that. I don't know. Let me see. What do I do? I really want to take it apart. I've been working on this forever in between so many other things I'm doing. I don't know. Let me think about it for a minute. Okay, I am back for the millionth time. I gotta pivot this way. Okay, I am determined to get this project done today. I am not making this a multi-day project.
Okay.
Okay, so ultimately what I ended up doing is, instead of ironing it downwards the way I originally planned, and to save me time, I didn't want to have to like seam rip this and do it all over again, but I also don't like how ugly that edging looks. I decided to do the ruffles kind of facing upwards, and I'm just pressing the seam upwards. And I kind of like it like that. Let me move the iron. I kind of actually like it better like that. I think it kind of gives it a little bit more oomph, or whatever you want to call it, a little more edge. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, I think I like that. Let me show it to you this way. See? Whatever. I mean, it was just supposed to be a quick, fun project, and it definitely is just to use in the kitchen. Anyways, it's not like for the runway or New York Fashion Week or Paris Fashion Week, anything like that. So it was just for the fun of it. All I have to do now is attach it to the bottom, and it's pretty much done. So let me just pin it, and then we're gonna sew it, and then this project is officially done, and I'm so happy to say that, because I'm ready to move on with the rest of it. So I'm just gonna pin it and sew it, and hopefully not forget to turn off my iron. I actually have left it on one time for like an entire day. And I told my husband, and we were like, oh my God, thank God the house didn't burn down. Let me unplug it right now. Okay. Okay. Put a pin right here. And then I'm gonna put one more pin right here. Sorry, again, I'm so particular with my pinning. Why? I don't know. I have like crafter's OCD or something. Okay, let me just take it to the sewing machine. And wow, this is really the final part. I'm so excited. Ow, and I just pricked myself again. Do it every single time. Just leave it right there. I don't need to move it that much because it's just going to take us like a minute, half a minute. Ow, poked myself again. Where's my tails? There they are. Okay, so it is officially, oh, you know what? It's didn't catch right here. So I'm gonna have to go over that again. Okay, now I think it is officially done. I think I'm just gonna press this part and then it's done. Okay. All right. So it is done, and I am super excited. Just looking at it, admiring it. Oh boy. All right, let's do the reveal. What's back here? Make sure there's no stuff in the front. All right, I did leave the neck part, this part obviously kind of wider because you know it's just meant for this. So hopefully it won't. I should have done it a little bit more. But anyways, let's put my chair back. And here we go. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I definitely should have left the ties a little bit longer on the waist part, but that's okay. And then this also, I don't know. I might have to make some adjustments, but there it is pretty much. Yeah, it's kind of loose and flimsy up here, so I don't know, maybe I should have done the ties a little bit. I don't know. Maybe I left it too wide up here. I think I'm gonna have to make some adjustments before actually using it. But this is pretty much it. Okay, I'm coming back tomorrow to make some adjustments, so I will see you guys tomorrow because it is 1 o'clock in the morning and I am exhausted. Bye. Okay, everybody, so it is day 105. Just kidding. No, but I am finally finished with this project. It took me a little bit longer than I had anticipated. I really thought it was going to be a quick project, but not that much longer. I worked on it for, I want to say, a little less than a week. And given it was the week of Thanksgiving, we had Thanksgiving, we had all the events happening, we had to do cooking. I mean, we didn't even host this year, but still we wanted to cook, you know, for ourselves, turkey for ourselves. We also had to do, you know, a potluck for my husband's work. So we did 2 dishes of 2 panfuls of mashed potatoes. I mean, there was just, you know how Thanksgiving is. And then plus all the other side stuff, kids, chores, you know, all that other stuff. So on a normal basis, this project probably would have taken me, I want to say maybe like 2 days at most. Maybe it could be just like a 1.5 day project for me. But I've kind of been out of the game for a little while, out of the sewing game. You know, I took a year off, pregnancy related, was not feeling good most of the year, had lots of appointments. So this is kind of barely jumping back into it. But this is how it turned out. And I'm actually really happy with it. I'm excited to bake those cookies. So it's got the little, I think this is my favorite part. I don't know why, but like I feel like anytime I'm doing like kitchen related stuff, I constantly have like the kitchen dish rag like just thrown over my shoulder like that. So I like this because I'm constantly like this. So this is like my most favorite part. I don't know why. I'm obsessing over this. But anyways, this is how it turned out. And yeah, I like it. I can't wait to test it out in the kitchen. let me know if you guys liked this video. This is going to be part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 coming soon, where Miss Cassandra will be joining me in the kitchen. We're going to be doing some sugar skull sugar cookies, so that should be pretty fun. Stay tuned for that video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.